Okay, welcome. Welcome to the team call. You guys, I had a really good talk with Bob, my upline Johnny, and my upline's upline, Min and Julie Ho, which have been a part of the company since, I think pretty much the very beginning. And it was a really good call. So basically, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. The products here are amazing, right? Like there's nothing else like it for sure, but it takes a little finesse to get things going. I feel like on the team, it takes a little finesse when you're recruiting, when you're talking to people and things like that, and obviously positioning and all of that. And I feel like I have been definitely overcomplicating it, and I don't know if you guys are in the same boat or not, but we definitely need to keep it as simple as possible. So one thing that clicked for me on the call, and just so you know, rule of thumb in network marketing in MLM is negativity goes up and positivity goes down. Okay? Which means if you have a complaint or something negative that you're thinking, or you're maybe experiencing a lot of objections or resistance when you're going out and you're recruiting, you never bring negativity down line to your team, ever. That's like a cardinal rule in network marketing. Positivity goes down always. So when you're talking to your team, your downline, whatever, it's always positive. It doesn't matter how negative they are to you, you're going to be always positive to them, right? And then if you have complaints or negativity, you take it upline, right? You go to your upline, which is me, or somebody else and then me or whatever. So I just wanted to say that because you never want to bring negativity to your team. That's like I said, it's like a golden rule of network marketing. And sometimes, it's difficult because if you're hearing a lot of negativity or whatever, just like I said, in recruiting or from teammates or whatever, it's easy for you to feel like I'm going to believe in what they're saying, right? I'm going to adopt my thinking to what they're saying. Maybe there's more of them than there is of me, and then suddenly you become kind of like not a leader, but more of like a customer service agent, right? So you don't want to get in that position. It's so important that as a leader, you are standing firm in your beliefs and the direction that you're going, and of course, the confidence that you have in the company and in the product. So, Jessica, I see your comment. I think I'm making it complicated too. It's easy to get complicated, especially when it's a tech tool, right? And it's not something that is a physical product where you can just be like, hey, try this, and then tell me how you feel. Like that's easier, I think, sometimes. But it's a little bit different in this. And this is what really clicked for me when I was talking to all of my uplines on this call. And it started out with, first Bob was just kind of giving me all the facts. Like this guy stores all kinds of facts in his head about email and like the amount of users that are on email and all this stuff. And I'm like, Bob, I was like, I can't remember all that. And I don't think anyone in my team is going to remember all that either. So I'm like, that sounds great, 400 billion users and da da da. I'm like, I need like a cheat sheet if I'm going to learn all that. But again, I don't want to be in the convincing business, Either it's for you or it's not, right? So what clicked for me really was when Min, who's been in this business for a long, long time, right? He was part of Talk Fusion 1. Talk Fusion 1 started in 2007. They had a really strong run, and then they closed down for a time to re-upgrade, recalibrate, get new technology, and so on and so forth, right? So Talk Fusion 2 has only been out since July of last year, right? So only like 6 months now in business, which is amazing, I just want to say, because you guys were at the very beginning of this run. And with that being said, if you're at the beginning of something that has already been proven to be successful, $100+ million a year business, it's amazing timing because you're going to be positioned better than anybody that comes in after you, right? So anyways, what Min said to me was, he said, I almost quit this business when I was first getting started. He said, because of the same thing. I was complicating it. I was trying to sell email. I was trying to sell, but we have video email and all this stuff. And he was trying to just sell the comp plan and whatever. And he said what really was like an aha moment for him is when he realized that this is a relationship business, right? And video email is really nothing more than creating more personalization with your relationships. And Bob showed me how he's using this in his daily life, right? So he had somebody that was trying to sell him something. I don't know. I only retained some of what he said on it, but he was talking about somebody that was trying to sell him a private jet or something. And Bob replied to the email that he received, which was a normal email that he received. He replied to his email with a video email and was like, hey, this is a great idea, but what you should do is you should take a video of you inside the private jet and, showcase, everything that's in it and the features and stuff like that if you really want to sell it. The people replied to him and were like, what was that? Like, what kind of email was that? And then they joined, just because of that. So I think the most simple thing that we can do is be customers in our own business, And that means we need to be using the product ourselves. Now, of course, there's always going to be room for improvement. I mean, the company just relaunched 6 months ago. So there's a massive roadmap ahead. And I talked with Bob about some of those things. For example, being able to video email your team, that feature is coming, which is amazing. You can just, boom, sort your team. You can see if they're active or if they're qualified or if they're not qualified. So we can start sending video emails really to our own team, which is awesome because you guys are going to start getting more, from me. So you can see me in your inbox. I'm going to start using it. I just got my custom templates done as well. So if you haven't done that and you're on the pack that has custom templates, be sure you get those done as well. But just creative ways, I think the easiest way to be a customer of the product is to go through your emails right now. Your emails that already exist, and think about how you can reply to your emails that you already have in your inbox right now. Right? And it could be your insurance agent. I feel like I talk to my insurance agent once a week. I don't know. There's always something going on. So I'm going to start replying to them with video. And instead of typing up a long message, I'm just going to say what I need to say quickly and then send it off. Like that. They're going to be like, what the heck was that? And people love it. They love it when they start receiving it. So what else is in your inbox right now? I mean, besides the promotional spam and all the things you subscribe to that you probably didn't mean to subscribe to, if your email is anything like mine anyway. But if you get any personal emails, for sure. And this is a great way to build your list, right? So just start going through your email as it is right now and pick out the people that are personal, are business contacts, and so on and so forth. Most of us have maybe a banking relationship. I have a banking relationship because I'm in business. I have an insurance agent. I have a real estate agent. I have, people that are just naturally already in my life, right? And so I will be doing that this week. The mission of the week is to start using the product and just to have fun with it, right? Don't be so stressed out about recruiting people. Just start using the product, start replying to people with the product, and you're going to see that you're going to have a lot of positive feedback coming back from that. So that was kind of an aha moment for me, is when Min said, just build relationships. That's it. When you go onto your Facebook, it tells you whose birthday, right? It is, right? You can literally go to your friends list and you can see whose birthday it is. You could reach out to those people and say, hey, I have a special message for you for your birthday. What's your email? I'm going to send it over. Mostly everybody will give you their email address. It's not like your social security number where they're like, I'm not giving you my email. Almost everybody was like, yeah, here's my email, whatever. You can go to those people whose birthday it is and start sending them birthday emails. Hey, just want to say happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. Whatever. And then they're going to reply wow, that was really cool. How did you do that? And you can also save the link of your video email and drop it even on their Facebook page if they let you post on it, or you can put it into a message also. So I got some questions from Cindy. Let's see what this says. I love this idea, but how do we do it? Don't the emails come from the TalkFusion platform email? How do I reply with it? So you wouldn't reply within your Gmail or Yahoo, right? What you would do is, instead of hitting reply, you take the email address, put it into let's say a new group on TalkFusion, right? In your TalkFusion back office, make a new group that says like my Gmail contacts. You can actually import them as well, but like let's say you want to reply to somebody, just grab their email, grab the whatever they said so you know what you're replying to, and then just reply with a video and then send it back to them. So that's what I would do. And you can even reply in Gmail. If you're just going to reply, you can put the link to the video email in there as well, just so they can double see it. So that's, yeah, but like Gmail doesn't connect with TalkFusion. You know, obviously you had to bridge the contacts over so to use it from there. But you know, if you do go into your like Gmail, like I said, you can export your contacts in there as well. For every account that you have Yahoo, you can export your contacts and you can upload them into TalkFusion. So that's super cool. So one thing I also want to say that's on the agenda for TalkFusion in terms of the company growing, which I thought was super cool, because they've been getting a lot of feedback, you know, from leaders and whoever, customers and stuff. And they're actually starting now, they're building capture pages. So what that means is instead of having to go ask for emails one at a time, you can just invite them to like a landing page where they can enter their email in, and the email will get saved into your TalkFusion back office. So that is really awesome because, like, let's say the landing page is your video and then it's like opt in below, right? So you can say, hey, welcome to my website. Thanks for showing interest. You know, you could customize it however you want. But for example, you could say you showed interest. Like, let's say you do a Facebook post and then everybody comments info, right? So let's use that as a hypothetical. So for that, you'd be in your video that you record is like, hey, thanks for commenting info on my page. I opt in, and you're going to see a quick video on how this business works and how you get paid in 60 seconds after every sale. Super short, super to the point. Opt in. Now you got their contact information, and then they go to the next screen where maybe now it's a TalkFusion presentation, right? So they're getting very creative at corporate, and they're building all these things in place, which I absolutely love. So the company is very determined to grow for sure. And they want to do 100 million in sales this year. So if the company does 100 million in sales this year, there's going to be massive amount of millionaires that come out of that. And we are positioned right now to be a part of that. So it's a great, great time for us. But one thing I also want to say is don't get stuck with analysis paralysis, right? Like you don't want to be like, yes, it's important to know the product, but you don't want to be in product education mode all the time. The most important thing you want to do is point to the tools that we already have, right? So there's already a back office walkthrough, portal walkthrough, right? There's already what is the video email? There's already video for that. There's already a sizzle video, a why video. All the videos are already there. You want to point people to the tools. You don't want to be the messenger, right? And you want to make sure that when you do talk to people that you're qualifying them first before they get the information, right? Okay, so let me read the next comment that came in from Jessica. Any suggestions for getting around the social media messaging limits? For example, only allows me to message 2 people that I'm not friends with per day. After that, I have to wait 24 hours to message the next 2. Maybe just me, since I'm always messaging everyone. I don't know if there's a way around it, but I would say that comments are free, right? So I would start building the relationship in comments first, you know, especially when it's new people. Definitely want to have them see your name at least 21 times before they start to feel like they know who you are, right? So I built a big business mostly in the comments. Yeah, I started in the comments first, and it was just like, you know, great post. Hey, you know, and then there's other people like in the, you know, networking groups and stuff like that. There's always people in there that are like, I want to start a side gig or I want to start a side hustle, you know. So for that, like you want to just stand out from the crowd in the inbox or in the comments, right? So like, if everybody's commenting pretty much the same thing, posting their links, whatever, post a meme instead, you know, like do something different so that people see your comment first. Put a GIF in there or whatever it's called. GIF, I don't know. Put that in there instead, you know? Put something in there that's going to make it memorable. And then that becomes kind of like your signature, you know, on the internet, so people can start seeing you. Now, the thing with branding is each and every one of us is a brand, right? Jessica Isaacs, that's a brand. Cindy is a brand. Jenna, Zwagil is a brand. We're all our own brands. And so you want to make sure too that if you are putting a lot of comments out there, you're following up with messaging as well. See, the thing is, when you start to comment on their pages, you become friends, and then it's not so much just cold messaging strangers anymore, right? You have a little more rapport there. But like I said, everybody's a brand, and you have to be aware of what are you inviting them to on your Facebook page or your Instagram. What are they going to get by coming to your page? You want to be like Starbucks, right? Starbucks is like, hey, you can come in and use our internet in our bathrooms, and we're not going to force you to buy coffee, you know? But what do people do? They go in there and they're like, I'm going to work at Starbucks today. They feel obligated to buy because they're there using all their services and free Wi-Fi and all the stuff. So you want people to come to your page and feel like, wow, I'm getting all this free value. I feel like I want to buy, you know? I feel like what this person is, you know, dropping is value. And because this person's giving me value, I want to buy from them, right? Because that builds more trust in the brand that you're building. And they are going to associate your name with something. So if they go to your page and it's a bunch of random stuff, I don't know, you working on your car or like doing random stuff, but like they're not going to be able to be like, oh yeah, Cindy means that, you know? Jenna posts, you know, this Bob Proctor stuff all over her page. You know, Jessica, maybe she's always, I don't know, outside painting houses or something. Like whatever you're focusing on is what people are going to remember you by. So I encourage you guys to pick no more than 3 interests that really define who you are, right? Because you want to build your brand around that. My 3 things are, what did I say? I don't even remember what my page says. Brand builder, money manifester, and something else. I should go look. I forgot who I am. But those are the things that I'm going to focus on, right? So my post should be something that relates to what's in my bio, right? So whatever's in your bio needs to be what's on your page. Does that make sense? So like, I don't have memes on there. So if I post memes, I know I'm not going to get any attention. I'm going to get no love. I'm going to get 4 likes, right? Oh, I think I have music on there. I used to have music on there. So anytime I post me doing music, I get so many likes. And then I talk about business and I get a little less likes. So like people are voting for your content all the time. So it's a good idea to go look at your content and see what are they mostly engaging with. And now you have professional dashboards that will tell you, hey, this post got you a lot of engagement and this one didn't get you anything, right? And so you want to make sure you're giving the audience what you want. And you can also see who your audience is. For instance, I went into my professional dashboard in Facebook and I discovered that 75% of the people that follow me are men. I thought for sure I was like building mom teams, but only 25% are women. And I was like, what is this? So that tells me, okay, so if I just post selfies every once in a while, then I'm doing good. And it's true. Like I post a selfie, bam, I get a lot of likes. I post something really wise and it's like less. So you got to know who's following you. And then you want to tailor the content to whatever audience you have. But you also want it to be authentic and it has to be something around what you're really about, right? So whatever the 3 things are about you. Let's say you're a surfer, a network marketer, and a teacher, right? So get into those type of groups. Whatever you think you are, whatever composes all of you, whatever your 3 expert things are about yourself or things you're interested in, you want to start connecting with people in those particular groups. Because the conversation is so much easier now when you're talking to them. Hey, you're a surfer. I'm a surfer too. You know, do you like the West Coast or the East Coast better? Everyone's going to say West Coast. But, you know, then you have something in common, so it's less awkward to build that relationship. Okay, Cindy says, do you suggest creating a new Facebook business page or just using our old personal page? I would suggest just using your personal page for now, because Because creating a business page is going to become a distraction, to be honest. I mean, you can run ads and stuff like that even from your personal page now. So you don't really need a business page. You could, like if you have a bunch of weird stuff on your page, you could just clean it up, or you could just hide some posts, you know, and just be more aware of what your content is moving forward, right? So that's kind of, I've had way more success building my personal page than my business pages, like completely. So I just feel people like to engage more with people than they do with businesses. But like I have brands, you know, I have a brand called Bravo Built, right? It's a fitness brand that's getting ready to launch. So like that has a Facebook page, but I don't have like, I mean, actually I do have Facebook pages that are business pages, but I don't have like access to them anymore because my last profile got deleted. So it's just out there in the internet forever. I can't ever get back into it. So like I just suggest rock with your personal page because that's where your personal contacts are, and just start building it up from there, right? So yeah, so I'm going to open this up for our last like few minutes Q&A. I mean, you guys have been putting it in the chat anyway, but if you guys want to say something, even if, look, if I'm your upline, it's fine. You can say what you need to say. If you're struggling with something, you can say that. If you have a really good idea or something that's working for you, say that. You know, this is the time to really collaborate as a team. So I'm going to let you guys speak. And if you guys got anything to say. Everybody's rocking it. Everybody's qualified, right? Everybody has 2 people so far. Yeah. Stefan, I see you playing with your mute button. Does that mean you want to talk to us? Nope. You're back on mute. Okay. Well, all right. Well, you guys are rocking it out. So anyways, our first mission, of course, is always just go get your first 2, right? Your first 2. That's the most important thing. And you want to just, like I said, keep things really light. When you are out and about doing errands, let's say I have to go ship something today at FedEx, right? So I'm going to go to FedEx and I'm going to challenge myself to talk to the person that works there. 3-foot rule. This is like old school MLM network marketing. I haven't done that in a long time, but you know, when I was selling CBD, it was like, I was up everybody's butt. Like for real, I was like, have you tried CBD yet? Like I was all over the place. I did no shame in my game. I was like, I'm gonna change your life. Try it. So I'm getting back into that mode. It's taking me a minute. I had to recoup from, you know, my broken heart, but I'm okay now. So I'm gonna get back into that now. I'm gonna talk to this FedEx guy, and they're gonna say basic stuff like, okay, you want to ship your package? Yes. And I'm gonna somehow talk to them like, hey, how long have you been working here? Do you love working here? Like, especially if they're grouchy. Like, I will talk to them if they're grouchy. If they're really uplifting, I'm gonna talk to them too. And they say, oh, I've been here 6 months. I'm like, how do you like it? Oh, it's not bad. Okay, that's what most people are gonna say. I'm gonna say, well, you must love it. You've been doing it that long, and it pays the bills. I'm like, that's cool. You doing anything else to pay the bills? I'm gonna ask, right? Like, no, not really. All right, well, do you know a couple people that are looking for a way to make extra money? Who do you know that wants extra money without having to trade their job for it? Me? All right, cool. Well, give me your email. I'll send you some info later. Bam, I'm going to send them a video first. I'm going to send them a video email first. Like, hey, I'm just reaching out because I saw you at FedEx today, and I would love to connect with you more. So here's all my contact information. And if you want to know how we can build a big business this year while you're working at FedEx, then I'm going to send you some information. Boom. And you could also, instead of your own personal video, you can use the Talk Fusion videos that are also pre-built in there as well. So that is what I'm going to be doing, challenging myself to be annoying AF to everybody that I come in contact with. Because I promise, when you get to the point where you don't care anymore, like your ego is all the way dead, magic happens. Magic absolutely happens. When you're like, whatever. Do you use email? Do you like money? Okay, I have something for you. Like, just simple. That's it. And that's it. I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to do this so many times and so well. I'm going to teach you guys exactly the weirdness that's coming out of my mouth that's working. All right, let me see what you guys said. How are you presenting this? and addressing the prospect's immediate decline when they put the prices together and realize this is an MLM. Oh, that's good. It is, but this is so legitimately different from other moms. Other moms? Or other businesses? When they put the prices together? What do you mean? Like, oh, because we're going to show them opportunity and ask for a sale? Like, you have to pay to get in type of thing? Oh, yeah, I tell them, so what you can do is basically you need to spend more time pre-qualifying them, right? Before you go into that. So you want to have them pretty much sold before you send them your link or video or anything else, right? So for me, I want to really figure out who this person is first, right? So let's just go straight into, you're a consultant and you're a consultant of helping people reach their goals. That's your job, right? That's all of our job here. Every single one of us, that's our job. Our job is to go consult, go find people that are looking for something to make more money on the promotion side, or business owners that are using email and maybe not, getting good, customer retention out of it, wherever. We are a consultant. So when I'm talking to somebody, especially somebody that wants to make more money, which is almost everybody, then I'm going to say, how much time do you have to invest in something to build the income that you want? How much money do you want to make? Is this something that you want to replace your job, or do you want to do this alongside it? How much money do you have to invest in a business, right? 500 to 1,000, 200 to 500, realistically to get in business, it's going to cost a little bit of money to get it going, right? So you can't make money doing nothing. So not setting anything up. Like, I have a e-commerce store, it cost me thousands of dollars to set it up. That's normal. If you go buy a McDonald's franchise, it's $1 million just to sign up there. So I want to ask them these questions first, right? And then you can also ask them, if you're getting the MLM thing, I would say, do you have any experience in network marketing? Have you been in network marketing before? Do you have experience? So ask them before, like I said, you send them the link. What you don't want to do is get a little bit of interest and then send them a link and then scare them off, right? You want to have it pretty much sold before you send their link out. So I'm going to say, okay, so you told me, after I gathered all the information, you told me you want to make $5,000 a month. You want to keep your job and do something part-time. You have 10 to 20 hours a week to invest into a new business. You have had network marketing experience, but not a good experience, right? The people that are like, no, MLM. Well, they had a bad experience, right? Okay, so we're going to address that. You have to do a little psychotherapy first, but it's okay. So you're going to find out what their experience was. And they can say, oh, I was on a team of all women and they were catty and it was a makeup company and I hated it. Cool. Well, we have all walks of life in this. Anybody that uses email, so we don't have no clicks here, whatever. Like, I've heard it all. So, you want to find out what that experience is. And then you also said you have $500 to $1,000 to get started. So based on the feedback that I just received from you, I think you would be a good fit for this opportunity. So if you'd like to take a look, I'd happy to get on a phone with you and I can show you, or I can send you the information straight away, right? And based on the feedback I'm giving you, I think that we can really put a blueprint together to help you get what you want. Now, let me tell you before I send you this link why I decided to choose this business. I chose this business because it's simple, because it's scalable, because it's digital and there's no shipping required. It's instant gratification. And because we get paid instantly doing something everybody's already doing, and that's sending email. So I'm already kind of like, bam, pre-selling a little bit before they even get there. So now when they see it, they're prepared to see what they're about to see next, right? And you can address, like I said, the network marketing fear right off the bat. So most people are already doing network marketing in some way, shape, or form, right? So usually if I get MLM haters, it's kind of like, hey, what was the last good movie that you saw, right? Oh, Avatar. First of all, you sat in a movie for 4 hours, so kudos to you. But okay, so the last good movie you saw was Avatar. Did you recommend that movie to anybody? Yeah, I told my mom and, told my kids, whatever. Oh, that's cool. Did you get paid when you referred them to the movie? Or the movies just make all the money off your referral? I didn't get paid for that. I'm like, great. So what I do, getting a call. What I do is I make referrals and I get paid on referrals, right? I get paid by recommending things that I already love and use in my daily life. That's the difference. So everybody makes recommendations to people all day long. Just most people aren't getting paid for it. That's the difference. And you can also talk about the fact that traditional business models, pay for advertising, they pay for billboards, they pay for ads, marketing campaigns, marketing personnel. In the business model that I'm in, it's word of mouth, and we get paid to do the advertising. So that's the difference. And when you say it like that, most people are like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's usually people that are like, oh, I won't do MLM. They had a bad experience. It's like, well, maybe you should try again, but let's just do it right this time. Yeah, okay. Todd Falcone used to say, damn right it's MLM, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't touch it. Like, he's like so proud, like so loud and proud. All right, Cindy, I think the answer for me is to integrate the product into my existing businesses and activities. Yes, I love the ideas from today. Use the products. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so, pieces together. They put the pieces together. Yeah, I think, Jessica, honestly, you're kind of like doing a little bit of a bait and switch, So I think it's really important just to take your time, slow down with your conversations. It's not about like blasting 200 people a day. It's really about finding 10 people you can go deep with, right? And build that relationship with. Because if you have 10 people that are duplicating, that you're working with on a daily basis, people that you like to work with, you don't need 500 people in this business. You only need 10. You only need 10 people. 10 people that duplicate. That's it. So it's really just about driving duplication and speed. So I would say to you, just take your time with conversations. Now, if you've blasted your messages to so many people, and if you're getting ghosted, right, then what I would do is you need to go down a gear. Sometimes you got to go down a gear to go faster, right? So you got to go back into friend mode and be like, hey, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Just leaving this quick voice audio just to, say hello. You can even make a video email, drop the link into the messenger with you just like, hey, hope you're having a good day. Stay positive, whatever. So you're making deposits on all your relationships. You can't take withdrawals until you make deposits, right? Just like the bank. So yeah, my recommendation is not so many people, just spend your time with the right people, right? So I think you have a couple people already on your team that are really good people. So we need to just focus on getting them into these calls, watching the calls, the training, and, plugging in, but also reminding them of their why, right? If you aren't getting the why from your people, you need to know why they're doing this, because they are going to want to quit at some point. And our job is to help them remember their why. Why did you get started in this? Why did you say yes to joining this business to begin with, right? Because I don't want to let you lose out on your dreams because of a bad day. So let me just leave it at that. Okay. All right. So I think that's all we got for today, you guys. We went over on time, but that's okay. I will post the recording in the chat today, and we will go from there. So thank you guys for hopping on, and I'll see you guys here again next week. Bye, guys.